Hi everyone. So here we are with Microsoft Excel and we are going to talk about using some more Excel basic functions. So let's talk about if function. Now if function is a logic based function. With the help of if function we'll be able to calculate, we'll be able to find uh, an output based on a logic criteria. So first of all, we need to decide what's your logic. On the basis of that logic, you can get a solution. So let's decide like I'm planning if total. So if total is greater than equal to suppose 200, then then the candidate should be marked as pass. Okay, if total is greater than equal to 200, then this should be marked as passed, and if it is less than 200, then they should be marked as fail. So this is our criteria. You need to define our, this is our logic. So first of all, create your logic. On the basis of that logic, you'll be able to get pass, fail, profit, loss, growth, not growth, selected, not selected, depending on the logic. So let's do a simple example. So with two logic. So here we don't have the function. You need to go to more functions. You'll be able to find a lot of functions here, or you can click on this fx. You'll be able to find a lot of common recently used function. If you don't find the function if function here, it's there, I have recently used. If it is not there, you can go to some other options. A lot of options are there, like if is a logical function, so you can find out all the logical functions here, or even you can try searching here, or you can type if and go. So you can search for a particular function like this. So type that function and click go. You'll be able to find that function. Here I got if I'm here. So this is if function argument, where you will be able to implement the function properly. Or you can try another way, like you can type equals to if, you'll get the function here. You can double click, see the bracket opens. You can follow this uh, statements. You can follow the guide available here, or you can click on fx. You'll be able to go to the argument directly. Now, what is our logic? We have two logic. If total is greater than equal to 200, then pass. So what is the logic test? Total means we are talking about the first candidate. So G3. So if G3, and as per the logic that we have mentioned here, if G3 is total. So if G3 is greater than equal to 200, this is the first logic. Okay. If G3 is greater than equal to 200, and here what should we write here? If the value if true, if the value is true, if it is really greater than or equal to 200, then what should happen? Pass, right? So if this value is greater than equal to 200, then it should be passed. It should be passed. And if the value is false, means if it false means less than 200, so the other logic you don't need to write. The other logic is understood. So if the value is less than 200, it means false means less than 200, then it should be fail. So we are writing only one logic, the other logic is understood. And when you click OK, you'll get fail because it is not greater than or equal to 200. You'll drag it down. Oh, sorry. You'll drag it down till here. You'll be able to get the functions are working. You'll be able to get if function working. You'll be able to find, so few people are passed who have got more than 200, few people are failed who have got less than 200. So this is how we can use if function with two logic. There is again a way where we can implement if function with multiple logic. Like for example, the same thing, let's decide, uh, we have to decide a logic. We are going to talk about multiple logic, like if total is greater than equal to, uh, let me make it as 250, then it should be A grade. Okay. Okay. And if it is greater than equal to 200, then it should be B grade. And again, if it is greater than equal to 150, then suppose C grade. One more logic let me do. If it is, let me make a D grade also. If it is greater than equal to 100, then D grade. And let me make like one more logic, fail for whom less than 100. Now I have 1 2 3 4 5 logics are there. So greater than equal to 250 should be A, greater than equal to 200 should be B, greater than equal to 150 should be C, greater than and equal to 100 should be D, and less than 100 should be fail. Now to do this, we have to understand this function properly. See, if you go to this fx, you are able to write the logic if G3 is total is greater than equal to 200, then pass, otherwise fail. Now multiple logics cannot be applied. Here we are allowed to apply one logic, the other logic is understood. So altogether we can say two logics are working, one for pass, one for fail. So A and B you can apply, C, D, E or C, fail, many more logics cannot be applied here. So if you want to apply more logic, so this is called as nested if, implementing a lot of if functions, a complex if. So for that you need to do it manually. You cannot do it using this function, if function argument. So to do that, understand this, double click on this or click on this and you can see the formula here. What is the formula? What is the function argument? If bracket opens, G3 is greater than equal to 200, comma means then, equals to if G3 is greater than equal to 200, then in the quote it is pass, and then again second comma is there. Second comma means now this function is finished, this argument is done for one logic. So the same logic you have to keep repeating. If G3 is greater than equal to 250, then A. If G3 is greater than equal to 200, then B. So you have to keep repeating that function, okay, and you have to do it manually. So let me type and show you. Equal to if bracket opens, we are talking about total, so total greater than equal to 250. So if G3, if total is greater than equal to 250, then now in the quote you need to write what do you want the output, A, comma, means the first argument, first logic is finished. Now again you have to start with if. You have to use equal to only in the beginning, you don't need to type again equals here. So if, again what is the next logic? We will not close the bracket, one more important thing, you will not close the bracket. So if again G3 greater than equal to now 200, then you can see the function here, or here also you can follow me, 200, then in the quote B, write B in the quote, comma. So I finish that function again I will start with if. The third logic, what is the third logic? Greater than equal to 150C. So if G3 is greater than equal to 150, then now in the quote C, comma, this is also done. Again I will start with if G3, what is after 150, the other logic is greater than equal to 100, D. So if G3 is greater than equal to 100, then in the quote I will write D. So the last one, less than 100 is fail. Now you can again write if bracket opens, G3 is less than 100, then fail, You can do in this way, or since it is the last argument, you can directly write fail without if. So what does this mean? If G3 is greater than equal to 250, then A. If G3 is greater than equal to 200, then B. If G3 is greater than equal to 150, then C. If G3 is greater than equal to 100, then D, or else fail. So the last is less than 100, right? Or else, otherwise fail. So you can write in this way. Now you need to close the bracket. So how many times you have used if? How many the times you have used if you have opened a bracket? So you have to close the bracket. So 1 time, 2, 3, 4 time I have used. So I can close the bracket 4 times and press enter. It will work. And if you suppose if you don't close the bracket, then also Excel is intelligent enough to understand, and it will suggest you to add the bracket automatically. Like for example, if I don't add the 4 bracket and if I press enter, it will show me a typo error. We found a typo on your formula. See, this was, you have missed it. Do you want to accept this correction? Yes, I want to add these brackets to be closed. Yes. So I got the solution here. So it's a long function you can see here that we have used if. So this is called nested if. We can drag it and you'll be able to get the grade for all. I hope this exercise was clear and easy for you to understand. Thank you.